Many thought Danny Koker's career had come to an end when Counting Cars was cancelled. He had lost 35 pounds due to stress, was facing a $2.7 million lawsuit, and his marriage was falling apart. But in 2024, he stunned everyone. His old show made $5 million a year, but within just a few months, his new business had doubled that. The real shocker? It had nothing to do with cars. Today, we'll dive into the untold story of how Danny Koker rebuilt his empire and why some fans say they barely recognize him anymore. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, on January 5, 1964, Danny was raised in a family passionate about cars. His father, Dan Koker Sr., was a Ford executive, and nearly everyone in his extended family worked in the auto industry. But there was another passion that set his family apart: music. His father was a talented singer and keyboardist for the Cathedral Quartet, a famous Southern gospel group. This unique blend of cars and music shaped Danny in ways no one could have predicted. By age 11, Danny was already performing at Carnegie Hall, showcasing his vocal skills. But his love for mechanics was just as strong. At 8, his father gifted him a motorcycle, not just as a toy, but as an opportunity. Instead of simply riding it, Danny took it apart, studied its mechanics, and reassembled it. This sparked a lifelong passion for building and modifying vehicles. By his teenage years, he was working alongside his father on car projects, learning through hands-on experience rather than formal training. At 16, Danny tackled his first major project, transforming a 1979 Camaro Z28 into a street-legal race car. He thrived on challenges, proving that he could master complex automotive work without any formal schooling. By 18, he had built a reputation for handling tough custom jobs. When he turned 30, Danny took an unexpected career turn, becoming a television host. On Saturday Fright at the Movies, a late-night horror show, he played Count Cool Rider, a vampire-inspired character with a love for Elvis, motorcycles, and classic cars. His quirky persona, complete with sunglasses and a cape, made him a cult favorite in Las Vegas. The nickname The Count stuck, even after the show ended in 2001. Danny's passion for cars led him to open Count's Customs in Las Vegas in 1998. Initially, the shop focused on custom motorcycles, but as demand grew, he expanded into classic car restorations. One of his earliest major projects, a 1932 Ford Roadster, set the tone for the shop's unique, high-quality builds. Word spread quickly, and by 2002, he had moved into a larger facility to accommodate his growing business. A turning point came in 2004 when rock legend Ozzy Osbourne commissioned a one-of-a-kind motorcycle. The bat-themed design, complete with glowing paintwork, skyrocketed Count's Customs to national fame. By 2010, Danny had transformed his business into a full-fledged brand, launching Count's Vamped, a tattoo shop and rock bar, along with a line of custom merchandise. His big break in television came unexpectedly. On July 19, 2009, Danny appeared on Pawn Stars to appraise a 1968 Mustang GT Fastback. His charisma and deep automotive knowledge made him an instant fan favorite. Over the next 3 years, he appeared in 23 episodes. However, tensions arose behind the scenes, particularly a heated argument with Rick Harrison over the value of a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. The disagreement escalated so much that production staff had to intervene. Despite the friction, Counting Cars was born in June 2011 after a Pawn Stars producer, Brent Montgomery, noticed Danny's natural talent for on-camera negotiations. The show debuted on the History Channel on August 13, 2012, showcasing Danny and his team as they hunted down, restored, and flipped classic vehicles. Its first episode brought things full circle, featuring a Mustang restoration, just like the car Danny appraised on Pawn Stars. The series was an immediate hit, drawing 3.1 million viewers, far exceeding the History Channel's usual ratings. By its first season, it was averaging 2.9 million viewers per episode, sometimes outperforming Pawn Stars itself. The show was syndicated in 150 countries, translated into 38 languages, and became a global sensation. However, Counting Cars had unintended consequences. By 2015, Las Vegas police reported a 37% spike in classic car thefts, attributing the rise to the show's influence. Thieves specifically targeted vehicles featured on Counting Cars, forcing Danny to warn classic car owners to increase security. Danny's rockstar aesthetic, long hair, a beard, and skull-laden outfits, became as iconic as his cars. He also had his share of eccentric habits, including a superstition that a leather jacket he'd worn since 1989 brought him good luck in car deals. He never washed it and always kept $10,000 in its pocket for spontaneous purchases. One of the show's most touching moments aired on November 5, 2013, when Danny restored a 1981 Corvette belonging to a late Vietnam veteran. The emotional reveal to the veteran's widow left Danny in tears, and the episode drew over 3 million viewers, making it the most watched in the show's history. As Counting Cars soared in popularity, Count's Customs expanded. The shop grew from a 7,000 square foot facility to 40,000 square feet by 2018, with a team of 50 skilled workers. Before the show, they completed only a handful of special projects each year. By 2020, they were handling 75 builds annually, with customers willing to wait up to 18 months for a custom job. By 2019, the shop was generating over $15 million a year, a dramatic increase from its early days when it brought in just $500,000. Danny also branched into clothing and accessories, adding another $3 million in annual revenue. In 2017, he started selling rare car parts for restorations, which by 2022 accounted for 20% of the shop's income. He even launched hands-on automotive workshops, solidifying Count's Customs as an industry leader. Celebrities lined up for Danny's expertise. Ozzy Osbourne commissioned a $150,000 chopper in 2016. LeBron James requested a Lakers-themed 1957 Chevy Bel Air in 2018. And in 2020, Danny restored a fleet of vintage Cadillacs for the Las Vegas Mob Museum. In 2022, he completed one of his most ambitious projects, a full restoration of John Lennon's psychedelic 1965 Rolls-Royce Phantom V, a job that took 2 years and cost over $1 million. Beyond cars, Danny ventured into the hospitality business. In 2012, he opened Count's Vamped Rock Bar and Grill, a live music venue decked out with classic car memorabilia. By 2015, he expanded it to include a stage and outdoor patio, hosting major events like Rocktoberfest, which draws over 10,000 attendees annually. In 2018, he partnered with a brewery to launch Count's Custom Brew, a line of craft beers sold across Nevada. By 2022, the bar was generating over $1 million a year, hosting more than 500 live shows and employing 75 staff members. Music remained close to Danny's heart. In 2013, he formed Count 77, a hard rock band. Their debut album in 2014 reached number 26 on the Billboard Hard Rock chart, and their follow-up in 2017 climbed to number 15. The band has toured nationally, performed at festivals like Rocklahoma, and even launched the Count's Rock Cruise, a sold-out annual event featuring classic rock bands. Despite his success, the pressure of running both his business and a hit TV show took a toll. Danny worked 18-hour days, sometimes going weeks without a break. By 2015, the stress had caused him to lose 35 pounds, and by 2018, he admitted that filming forced him to turn down 37 custom jobs a month, costing him nearly $4.8 million a year. Tensions with producers escalated, and by 2019, he walked off set over a staged client dispute, halting production for 3 days at a cost of $180,000. By 2021, Danny was ready for a change. He invested $2.3 million into evolving Count's Customs, proving that even after Counting Cars, his empire was far from over. His life became even more stressful. Customized cars are expected to be a major trend this summer. This week, I caught up with a well-known car builder who returned for another season of his hit show. However, legal troubles soon followed. In 2014, a couple sued him for $50,000, claiming they had paid $1,000 for a 1967 Ford Mustang and an additional $39,000 for restoration work, yet they never received the car. To make matters worse, their lawyer revealed that a worker had promised the car would appear on the show and even offered $20,000 worth of free upgrades. More than 27 news outlets covered the story, causing a media frenzy. In 2017, Count's Customs accused a former employee, Joseph Frontiera, of embezzling $75,000. The allegations stated he used business funds to purchase a Range Rover and pay for plane tickets. This resulted in the shop facing an $18,000 fine from the IRS, further compounding their troubles. By 2021, things had deteriorated even further. 17 former customers filed a lawsuit against the shop, demanding $27 million in damages, alleging they had been overcharged by as much as 300%. This significantly damaged Danny's reputation, forcing him to pay over $1.2 million in legal fees. He even considered selling some of his prized cars to cover the costs. As controversy grew, fans began questioning the authenticity of the show. One of the turning points was in 2016 when leaked documents revealed that many supposedly spontaneous moments, like discovering a car, were actually staged in advance. Feeling deceived, fans lost trust in the show, and within a month, online engagement dropped by 32%. The situation worsened in 2018 when former participants admitted that about 70% of the show's drama, including client reactions, was scripted. In 2019, a viral video exposed a crew member placing a for sale sign on a car moments before Danny discovered it, forcing the producers to admit that some aspects were fabricated. In 2020, a former client shared an audio recording in which staff instructed him to act disappointed during a car reveal. This revelation led to even more backlash, and the History Channel considered canceling the show. Instead, they implemented stricter regulations, requiring at least 60% of the show's content to be genuine. Juggling the pressures of the show took a toll on Danny's personal life. His marriage to Koker began to fall apart. Rumors of trouble surfaced in 2017 when they were seen arguing outside a restaurant. By 2019, Koker admitted they hadn't vacationed together in 3 years, and she felt like a TV widow. Their relationship officially ended in 2020 when she filed for divorce, stating they could no longer make it work. Danny's friendship with his business partner, Kevin Mack, also suffered. Kevin said Danny had become distant and overly consumed with the show, leading to less interaction outside of work. The stress became evident on set. Crew members noticed he was increasingly irritable. After a heated phone call with Koker one day, he even refused to leave his trailer. But in an unexpected twist, Danny and Koker reconciled on Christmas Day in 2020. They had a deep conversation, and he promised to prioritize their relationship. By early 2021, they announced plans to step away from their rock bar, Counts Vamped, to focus on their marriage. Danny also decided to cut the show's episode count from 26 to 16 per season, a move that upset some fans but allowed him to focus on his well-being. Then, on December 14, 2021, after 10 seasons, the History Channel quietly ended the show. The final episode, Mustang Madness, aired without any prior announcement that it was the series finale. The 10th season had only 12 episodes instead of the usual 26 to 30, making the abrupt ending even more unexpected. Given that the automotive industry was recovering in 2021, with car sales increasing by 3%, it didn't make sense to cancel such a popular show. Counting Cars had been a fan favorite since it premiered in August 2012, airing 153 episodes showcasing incredible car restorations and custom builds. The tight deadlines added excitement, like the time Danny's team had just 72 hours to restore a 1969 Camaro. However, when the show ended, many storylines were left unfinished. For instance, in one of the later seasons, Danny purchased a 1956 Chevy Bel Air, promising to turn it into something amazing, but fans never saw the final result. Adding to the mystery, Danny remained silent after the show's cancellation. Normally active on social media, he went 47 days without posting anything. His final tweet, posted the day before the last episode, simply encouraged fans to tune in, without mentioning it was the last show. He even skipped the Barrett-Jackson Scottsdale auction, an event he had attended for 8 years in a row, causing fans to worry. On January 5, 2022, all references to Counting Cars disappeared from the Counts Customs website without explanation. Fans flooded the internet with questions. Some speculated that Danny was legally bound by a contract preventing him from discussing the cancellation. Others believed he might be working on a new project. A wild rumor even suggested he had shut down his shop and moved to the countryside. Meanwhile, memorabilia from the show skyrocketed in value. Danny's jacket from Season 3 sold for an astonishing $77,500 on eBay. Finally, on January 30, 2022, Danny broke his silence. He posted a picture of himself standing next to a partially restored 1957 Chevy Bel Air with the caption, "The road ahead may be rough, but the journey never ends. Stay tuned, friends." Though he didn't reveal much, it reassured fans that he wasn't done yet. Even without the show, Count's customs thrived. Without the pressure of filming, the team tackled more complex restorations, such as a 1967 Chevy Camaro that took over 2,500 hours to complete. Danny also began working on high-end collectors' cars, including a 1954 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, a project expected to take 18 months and cost $1.5 million. In July 2024, the shop invested $250,000 in a 3D printer to manufacture rare car parts, boosting business further. Stepping away from television also allowed Danny to take on exclusive clients. In April 2024, he built a one-of-a-kind 1969 Mustang for actor Chris Hemsworth, featuring a Thor-inspired paint job and eucalyptus wood interior. His shop even restored a $30 million Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic for a private collector. The team also began designing luxury motorcycles, including a diamond-encrusted model